WWE is reportedly interested in signing a New Japan Pro Wrestling star, another one. Also, in addition to that, WWE has spoiled a return, and a free agent with WWE and AEW interest has finally made their decision. If you guys want more videos like this, don't forget to click that subscribe button and ring that bell. This way you never miss a video on the channel. I'm going to keep you guys updated along the way. I want to kick things off with Colby Corino. Yeah, Colby Corino. His decision has been made. A lot of people were wondering, would he go to AEW? Would he go to WWE? And obviously there was interest apparently from WWE and AEW. We know at one point that Colby Corino was actually bound for WWE. And then something happened, something just didn't work out, and then it didn't end up going through, and he said goodbye to the Indies, and, well, today his decision has been made. And his decision that's been made is to remain with NWA. What a big win for NWA, by the way. NWA financially, monetarily, they may not have the same level of resources as Tony Khan or Ari Emanuel. And when it comes to free agent signings, NWA, TNA, some of these smaller companies, they're just going to simply get beat out because financially, they're unable to compete in that kind of manner. But this is a good sign for NWA, and more specifically Billy Corgan, because it's now come out that Colby Corino has signed a multi-year deal with the NWA. Now, Colby Corino returned to NWA on the live NWA Power December 9th, and this led to a lot of people really just kind of blown away by the fact. Colby Corino is the son of Steve Corino, who currently works for WWE. Now, we're going to see more of Colby Corino in the NWA. I mean, listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think this is great for professional wrestling. I really do. I think... listen, Colby Corino could have gone pretty much anywhere. He could have been an asset anywhere, but you also have to be pretty realistic. Like, if he wants to become the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, if he wants to do any of those things of that magnitude, I think you really have to look at it from a perspective of, like, the dynamic of the show. EC3 just left the company, probably going to TNA. Kind of looks like that's what's being teased. So there's an opportunity for Colby Corino to be kind of like the face of NWA. Whereas if he goes to AEW or WWE, he's just an asset. This allows him to remain in NWA, get paid multiple years, some security, and then the chance to do something so much more for this company. It's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, WWE has potentially spoiled, I think they've pretty much spoiled it. But the return of Roman Reigns. Now, this is obviously a big conversation point because the tribal chief, OTC1, Roman Reigns, there appears to be like a TV ad for SmackDown. And basically what's going on with these TV ads, and as you guys know, with like TV Guide and outlets like that, Roman Reigns appeared on it, basically. So what is now happening here is there was a mention of some stuff that's been happening on current WWE programming. Basically, it looks like there's like a slip up here where WWE may have sent it for SmackDown, and I don't know. It's a very weird thing because Roman Reigns is so desperately needed on WWE television at the point where whether it's Raw or SmackDown, I don't think it matters. But Roman Reigns has been off television for a little bit. And then we do this thing where Roman gets off television, comes back, gets off television, comes back. Sometimes he's Raw. Sometimes he's on Raw. Sometimes he's on SmackDown. They may have slipped up here. They may have leaked it. They may have accidentally ruined the surprise. But I think it's kind of a good thing to have this conversation about Roman Reigns and where he fits in the WWE product. Because I think... we all saw Drew McIntyre win the championship. We all saw what's going on with Punk and Braun Breaker and the Vision. And I feel like WWE is almost certainly going to have Roman Reigns win the Rumble. And I don't like that idea. I don't like the idea of Roman Reigns being in that position. But a lot of talk that is happening behind the scenes is that TKO, they're the ones, you know, they're the ones paying the bills and WWE's helping them pay the bills and they want WWE to be a strong product. I could very well see this being a situation where WWE, under the leadership of Ari Emanuel, Nick Khan, Shapiro, Mark Shapiro, Triple H, I mean, all these people that are in power, I think we're definitely in a situation where when WWE needs Roman, they're going to call Roman. We're going into the Royal Rumble. I personally don't want to see Roman Reigns win the Royal Rumble. I don't want to see Roman Reigns in a position where, truth be told, even though the reports came out several months ago with him versus Cody, it's time to pour some new, fresh blood into this company. Roman Reigns coming back for a match with Cody is not something I want to see. Cody's now been freed up of the title. They may have ruined the return of Roman Reigns, but the truth is, keep him off SmackDown. Put him on Raw. Let's go into something bigger and better. And that brings us to our final topic, ladies and gentlemen. WWE, AEW, potentially another bidding war, this time for Gabe Kidd. We have seen throughout the last few weeks, WWE has taken a lot of interest in New Japan Pro Wrestling talent. Now, Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Newsletter, they're talking about WWE and AEW being interested in Gabe Kidd's contract. They don't know when Gabe Kidd's contract is up, but the belief is that it's going to be up at the end of the month. Yeah, basically, Dave is saying that there's a lot of interest from WWE. Now, listen, I don't know. Does Dave put out these reports to make it look like WWE is losing bidding wars? I saw somebody write a comment like that before. Somebody put a comment out there that Dave Meltzer reports these kind of things to make it look like AEW had to fight tooth and nail against WWE to win the services of a talent. I mean, I feel like Gabe Kidd going to AEW pretty much would be like a no-brainer. If he were to leave New Japan Pro Wrestling, I feel like it would be a no-brainer for him to go to AEW. He's participated a lot in AEW. There was rumors at one point that he had a dual contract with AEW. It doesn't appear that's ever been confirmed. But WWE is reportedly interested in Gabe Kidd. Well, here's the good thing about Gabe Kidd. I remember Gabe Kidd from WCPW. I think that's what it was. What Culture Pro Wrestling. And then he became a young lion in New Japan. And then obviously now we see him in AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. He's a fun talent to watch. I don't think Gabe Kidd goes into AEW or WWE and moves the needle at all, quite frankly. But I think he's a fun signing. If WWE signed Gabe Kidd, I know most people would probably disagree with me here, but NXT really needs a better heavyweight men's division. They need a better main event scene. Gabe Kidd's almost a person that you could put in that role right away. I would almost be kind of enamored by that. Gabe Kidd goes into AEW. I think you look at him being part of the TNT title picture. Quite frankly, I think both are good options. I really would have a hard time finding a negative to him coming to AEW or WWE. But we'll see if he leaves New Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, that is The Angle Show.